Hello everyone and welcome to the Amidyne Apex Trouble Report demonstration. My name's Sam and today we're going to do a submission together and then we'll look at some key things to remember in the app. Alright, so you'll notice the app's already been downloaded for you. Once you open it, you'll be brought straight to the home screen. A few things to notice on the home screen. You've got your saved forms, so any partial form you save, get it started, save it to your phone, it'll be listed in there, so you can pull it up and continue filling it out if you want to. You've got My Tasks, so this is where all your assigned tasks will be. So once you click it, you have two views, list or map, so you can either view them as a list or on a map, whichever you prefer. Then we have Field Initiated, which is for sites that do not have a trouble call or CAD number related to them already. So you're driving down the street, maybe you see a broken lightning arrestor and you want to knock that off. You can go into the Field Initiated and start that trouble call, okay? And then we have the trouble form, which is essentially like a blank version of the form. You tell it what CAD you want to work on and then go from there, okay? Where My Tasks, it already knows what the CAD is, so that's the difference between those two. At the very bottom, you can see we've got a banner there with the little blue flag that says 1 task outstanding. Any assigned tasks will also go into the banner here. So let's click on the banner. Now we can see our assigned task, 26412. If you want to map yourself to site, once you click on it, you can see the little map up there in the top right. Click on that. It'll show you where the dot is, where the location is, and where you are. And then you can hit Route, which will show you the distance. And then if you hit Navigate, that'll open your default Maps app, and you can route yourself straight to site if you need to, okay? So let's back out of here. There we go. So now we're going to claim it. We're going to do a submission. So first you claim it, hit that claim button, and then to open the form, you're going to hit the little blue box, and that's going to open the form. Because this one was assigned to us already, it knows the CAD information. So you can see CAD ID, station feeder, that's all in there. If you want to see the trouble report information, you can hit the yes here, and all that'll be broken down for you in there, but it will be hidden when you first enter. If you're doing a quick refuse, you can just say yes to was this a refuse site, and then you can skip right to the end and submit. Then we have any escalations you may have. So forestry, if environmental is required, a power issue, stray voltage, third-party damage, or any asset tampering or theft of power. You would just say yes for that, take a photo of the situation, and let Hydro know if they need to return to deal with that issue or not, okay? Our example today, we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to do a straight pole repair. If you have any additional photos you want to add, you can add them at this additional photos section. But for now, let's just hop to the damaged work location page. So these are where you'll put any work locations for this trouble call. You can add as many as you want. Today, we're just going to do one. So let's hit that add work location button, and that'll open the first one. The first thing you're going to do is tell us what you're working on at site. What is damaged here that needs to be fixed? Okay, today we'll do just pole. We'll do a pole repair. We'll pretend that it's leaning over. We're just straightening it up. But you can select as many damaged equipments as you need to. Anything you do select will populate extra questions for that category. Okay, anything you don't select, you don't need to worry about. So first thing you're going to do is capture your GPS. And that's just in case there's no pole barcode or maybe the barcode's broken. If the barcode does work, next you'll hit your scan button. That's going to open your camera. You can pop the barcode in right automatically. If you need to enter it manually, you can. If there's no barcode, you can use that not found button. But once you enter it, you're then going to take a picture of it. That way our reviewers can see if that barcode matches and make any edits if they need to. Sometimes things get entered incorrectly. They're there to catch that for you. Now you tell us the action. So we're going to do a repair. If you do a replace, there's going to be a lot more fields because they're going to want all that new pole information there. But we're just going to do repair for this quick example. So really all you're going to tell us is if there's any joint use attachments and if any joint use lines have been transferred. So we're going to say no for both of these today. If you needed to add more locations, you just hit the add site button at the bottom, but we're wrapping up, so we'll hit complete. We can see we've got the one line in there. So let's hop over to the final page. And now we're just wrapping up our loose ends. Can the cab be cleared? Has service been restored? If anyone's left for disconnected. If anyone has been left disconnected, they just want a rough estimate and then the meter numbers or addresses. Whether a general contractor was on site and if Lines has to follow up. So we'll leave them as is for now. Now we'll just take a picture of what it looks like once you leave site. There we go. Perfect. Okay, if you have any remarks you want to add, you can pop those in there. Any additional comments or photos can go in there as well. And just let us know if you're doing a temporary or final for the 2204. Final would be all electrical works complete. Temporary is if, some electrical work remains. So we'll do final for this. And then you just hit your complete button when you're done. That'll bring you back to the page. You'll see our assigns task is gone. We can go to the home page and see uploading files to remaining and sync completing. So the app does sync for you, and it does allow you to work while you're offline. That is due to this sync button in the top left, those two blue arrows with the green check mark. Really important to sync before and after each submission, whether you have service or not. And that just helps push the forms through to us, as well as push updates from us to you. So super important, sync before and after each submission. The other thing to notice there is the little clock beside that. That's your history. So anything you've submitted in the last 30 days will be stored there if you need to go back and look at it. But that is pretty much it. So thank you everyone for listening, and we really look forward to working together.